Unit 4 is a vertical strip load. This time, your Unit 5 is a linearly increasing vertical loading on an infinite strip. So basically, the same thing, but this is just a varying load, subjected towards a soil mass on a three-dimensional condition. So as a stress load. So as a stress load on a specific depth Z at a point A, the linearly increasing strip load will now be drawn as a varying load, such that the increase in vertical strip at a specific point A at the depth Z will now be computed as the stress load Q. This is in a unit of kilopascal or a stress unit over 2 pi times 2x over b alpha minus sine 2 gamma, where alpha should be written in radian and gamma is in degrees. Okay. Now, the important thing here is for us to know how to determine specifically the angle alpha and the angle gamma. Again, as I've said, angle alpha is in radian or converted in radian, and angle gamma should be in degrees. How do we solve for the angle alpha and the angle gamma? Like so, the x distance will always be in reference from the 0-degree slope of the varying load or the varying triangular load, such that the x will come from this 0 slope value or 0 slope location, considering the positive x direction. Okay, but if the location of this point is towards this direction, therefore the x will come up to be negative. Okay, such that to eventually come up with the value of the angle alpha and the angle gamma, we must always draw a perpendicular line dissecting the location of point A, creating always a right triangle. Okay, the line encompassing the angle alpha is always a vertical line, such that the point where the maximum strip load or the maximum slope of the strip load will be your reference to create the angle gamma. Then from that maximum slope towards the minimum slope or the 0 slope location is the angle pertaining to your angle alpha. Lagi pong right triangle, hindi po pwedeng maging, ang tawag na dito, ganyan, yung magiging alpha ninyo. Nasusundan, hindi pwedeng maging ganon. Such that the angle gamma will always be in reference to a vertical line or a right triangle. For us to do this, the angle alpha will be in reference to this triangle as well as the angle gamma. So dissect mo lang yung triangle for you to solve for the alpha and the gamma. And again, Z is the vertical distance of point A measured from the ground level or reference line. Now, guidelines for method 1 and method 2. Method 1 in solving for the respective alpha and gamma. Using the equation, yung kanina, yung mahaba na equation, using the equation, we convert the alpha into radians, and we retain the gamma is in angular angle, or degrees. The sign of angle delta is measured from the global vertical axis, which is positive if counterclockwise. Then same orientation on the figure. Then the behavior of the angle delta is with the different location of point A as shown here. So as you can see, the behavior of angle gamma or angle delta is as shown. So kung nandito directly on the maximum slope, yung ating point A, of course, the gamma is equal to 0. And if it is between the or at the midspan of the varying strip load, the angle gamma will become negative. Kasi nga sabi natin that counterclockwise of the gamma is positive. Therefore, the clockwise angle reference of gamma is now negative. Then if A is found here, positive yung ating angle gamma, then etc. Such that if the location of the 0 slope is here, therefore x will be positive towards point A. If the location of the 0 slope is here, therefore the x distance towards point A is negative x. Yung positive and negative x value is with regards to the use of the table later on. Okay? Then, the location of the alpha. For the alpha, with this case, ito po yung magiging location ng ating alpha. Okay? Then, kung nasa gitna, ito naman yung ating alpha. Then, if it is here, the alpha will be here. The alpha is always directed from the angle gamma towards the 0 slope location of the varying strip load. Now, the vertical increase at point A in the soil mass using table 3.5, where will be determined using the formula again of 2z over b and 2x over b, knowing if x is positive or negative in reference to the location of the 0 slope. Refer to the table 3.5 to determine the increase in vertical strip equal to c. Therefore, the delta sigma z is simply the c times q using the table. Kaya merong negative values dito. Okay? Kung yung x natin ay in reference to the opposite side of the Cartesian plane or yung x is negative. Like so. For method 2, if the values of 2x over b and 2z over b cannot be found on the table, then we must proceed into using the exact formula rather than interpolating. Now consider the orientation base of the diagram. The strip load is located at the first quadrant, always, where x is either positive or negative based on its location from the origin of 3.18. So it is positive if it is oriented this way, and negative kung yung ating origin is nandito, and at the same time, yung kanyang 0 slope is at this point. Nasusundan. So kung ang origin is here, and the 0 slope of the varyingly increasing strip load is at the origin, towards this direction, therefore the x distance is towards a specific point A is equal to negative when you are using the table. Pag gagamit tayo ng table. Pero pag hindi tayo gagamit ng table as it is, yung x distance pa rin towards point A. Okay? Like so, we try the example. So for the example, refer to the figure for a linearly increasing vertical load on an infinite strip given at B equals to 3 meters. This is your base of 3 meters. And a Q of 100 kilopascal. We are asked again to determine the vertical stress increase at point A. Now notice point A is at a coordinate of 6 meters and 1.5 meter, meaning the depth Z is what? 1.5 meters, such that point A is offset from the 0 slope at a distance of 6 meters. Now questions, if we were to use the table, is this x a positive or a negative value? Positive. From the origin, where the 0 slope of the increasing strip load. Okay? From the origin, positively towards positive x-axis. Nasusundan. Kaya positive yung ating 6 meters. Pero kung yung kabilang side, obviously that will be negative. This will be the location of your point A or your soil mass. Now, First things first, on the formula, determine the alpha and the gamma. On that table, on this figure, we can immediately determine the gamma and the alpha. Okay, by using the triangular diagram or a right triangular diagram. So as you can see, ito yung ating alpha and the gamma is a positive angle. Nasusundan. Moving counterclockwise from a global y-axis. Okay, from there, how are you going to solve for the gamma and the alpha? We dissect a triangle. Again, you're given for problem 1, the base is 3 meters. The strip load or the varying strip load is 100 kilopascal, where the z is 1.5 meters and x is noted as positive 6 meters from the origin or the zero slope of the varying strip load. Then, using the location of that point A, we derive the two angles, the gamma and the alpha. Remember, this is the base of the varying strip load of 3 meters. Itong part na to. Then, this will serve as your alpha and this will serve as your positive gamma. Kung yan ay 3 meters and the coordinates of A is 6 by 1.5 meters, therefore, this distance is also 3 meters. Tama ba? Now, to solve for gamma, that is just a simple right triangle, counterclockwise from the global y-axis, positive, 3 meters. Ano yung depth? 1.5 meters. Can we determine the angle gamma? Yes, that is just angle gamma, positive, equal to what? Inverse tangent of what? 3 over 1.5 meters. So, we can determine the angle gamma as 63.43? 63.435 degrees. We do not need angle gamma in radian, so leave it as it is. Then, for the angle alpha, we use now this right triangle. Okay? Using the right triangle, angle alpha will just be the summation of gamma plus the alpha. So, gamma plus the alpha is equal to what? Inverse tangent of 6 meters over 1.5 meters. Tama ba? Yes. So, therefore, angle alpha plus gamma is equal to 75.96 degrees. But that is for both alpha and gamma together. Therefore, angle alpha is just equal to 75.96 degrees minus the angle gamma that we just computed as 63.435 degrees. So, angle alpha is equal to 12.525 degrees. But we need this in radian. So, times pi over 180 degrees. What is alpha? 0.219 radian. Knowing the angle alpha, we can now solve for the required increase in vertical stress at point A. So again, that will be Q over 2 pi times 2x over B times the alpha minus sine 2 gamma. So the increase in vertical stress, that will be 100 kilopascal over 2 pi times 2 times x. Sa formula, you don't have to worry if x is positive or negative. Just as it is. So 6 meters over B of 3 meters, alpha in radian is 0.219 minus sine of 2 times 63.435 degrees. What is the increase in the vertical strip load? Ilan? 1.21. Tama ba? Exact na 21? 21. 1.209. 209. Okay. Anong unit? Kilopascal. Ito din ba yung nasa notes? Yes. This will be the increase in vertical stress or vertical stress at point A. Now, what if the point A is now found somewhere between the varying load? But before that, we need to check pala using the table. Using table 3.5. Now, using table 3.5, we will solve for the increase in vertical stress by C times Q. But we need to determine the value of C at table 3.5. With this, we already know that the location of point A is positively 6 meters away from the zero slope. Therefore, X is positive 6 meters. Knowing X is positive 6 meters, we can solve for 2X over B. That will be 2 times 6 over 3. 12 divided by 3, that is 4. Then 2Z over B is equal to 2 times Z of 1.5 divided by 3, which is equal to 1. Now, we look for these values on table 3.5 to come up with the value of C. Using your table 3.5, we determine the value of C. When 2Z over B is 1, 2Z over B is 1, and 2X over B is positive 4, what will be the value of C? 0.0119. So, the value of C is 0.0119. So, if C is 0.0119, 0.0119 times Q of 100 kilopascal, the increase should be more or less the same. 1.19. 19 kilopascal. Okay? Okay lang yan. Kasi pag kinonvert mo or niround mo, 1.2 pa rin. Nearly the same. That's just because of the decimals on the table. Okay? Nasundan po. Sundan. Especially yung pag-solve ng alpha at saka gamma, Very important yon. Now, how about this one? How about this one? For problem number 2, for a linearly increasing strip load at B, where B is 3 meters, and again, Q is 100 kilopascal, again, determine the increase in the vertical stress when point A is at the middle of the varyingly increasing vertical strip. Paano kung nasa gitna na siya? For problem number 2. Of course, pag nasa gitna na siya, again, vertically upward, then the gamma will always point towards the maximum slope of the varying load. Clockwise na lang. Therefore, what will be the gamma? Negative gamma. Then, the alpha is always pointed towards the zero slope. So, this will be your alpha. Nasusundan. Nasusundan mo. Okay, again, the angle gamma is positive if it is counterclockwise from the global y-axis, and it is negative if it is clockwise from the global y-axis. Now, with this, what will be the value of x? Where should we get the value of x? From point A towards what? Towards the zero slope of the varying load. Okay? Which is what? X equal to 1.5 meters. If we were to use the table, is this 1.5 meters positive or negative? Huh? Positive or negative? Towards the positive x-axis, so therefore this is positive from the zero slope or the origin, okay, of the imaginary Cartesian plane. Nasusundan. Pero pag again, nandito yung ating zero slope, this will be the origin, and this will be the distance x. Ano yung magiging x natin? Obviously, towards right, this will be negative. Nasusundan. Okay? Knowing those parameters, we can immediately solve for gamma and alpha. Dalawang triangle lang yan. Again, the B is 3 meters. The Q is the same as 100 kilopascal. We only need to solve for the new values of alpha and gamma. For the values of alpha and gamma, again, at the midspan of the varying strip load, which is 3 meters, or therefore this is 1.5, and this is also 1.5 meters. Dalawang right triangle lang yan. So most likely, they are the same. Nasusundan. Alpha, then negative gamma. Sundan po. So what is the value of, again, the depth is at 1.5 by 1.5 meters. So with that, again, alpha is inverse tangent of 1.5 over 1.5 meters, which is what? 45 degrees. This would also serve as the value of gamma. Kaso nga lang, negative 45 degrees. But we need alpha in radian. So this will be 45 degrees times pi over 180 degrees. Ilan yan? 0.785. Okay? So if alpha is 0.785 and gamma is negative 45 degrees, we can immediately solve for the increase in vertical stress. That is again Q 100 over 2 pi times 2 times 1.5 over the base of 3 meters and alpha of 0.785 minus sine 2 times negative 45 degrees. So that. Therefore, the increase in vertical stress is equal to ano? Bakit? Ay, o pala, nanggaling siya sa line ng gamma. It will always come from the line of gamma. So, alpha will be, this will just be gamma. Therefore, alpha is 90 degrees. Thank you. Papalitan natin. O pala, the alpha will always come from the reference angle of gamma. Diyan. So, this will be 90 degrees. And ano yung radian nito? Pi over 2. Yes? Then, this will be pi over 2. Ilan yan? Yan pala. Manggagaling siya lagi sa linya ng gamma. Ilan? Okay ko. Ilan po ito? 40. 40? 91? 4,091? 0.915. Anong unit? Kilo Pascal. Tama ba? Yes? Okay? Nasundan po ito. Now, do the same thing if we were to use the table. So, if we were to use the table, again, using table 3.5, x is what? What is the value of x for table 3.5? Positive 1.5 meters. So, therefore, 2 times x, 1.5 over 3 equals to 1. And 2z over b, 2 times 3 over b, that will be 2. Okay? So, therefore, the value of c, 2z over b is 2, then positive 1. 2 point, z is 1.5, parehas pala dapat siya. So, this is also 1. So, 1 is to 1. 0.4092. Tama ba? Yes. So, if that's the case, you can solve for delta sigma z as 0.4092 times 100. 40.92. Rounded lang naman siya. Okay? Same. Nasusundan. Tama ba? Nasusundan? Ganyan lang yung varying vertical strip load. Question? Question? Wala? Now, how about this one? Ay, kasama na nung 3. Assignment pa pala yan. Oo, kasama nung last. So, 5 problems na yon. Monday. Monday. Para sick work sa Monday. Hey, no, we will have a sick work by Monday. Sick work nga ni, so open notes. Okay, now, for instance, what if, para madagdagan na lang natin, what if the varying load is oriented in this manner? Okay. Varying load is oriented in this manner. Of course, this will serve as the origin and the location of the zero slope. And if that's the case, nandito yung ating point A. How will you draw the location of gamma and angle alpha? Again, we draw a vertical line perpendicular. Then, this will be the location of your gamma, positive or negative angle. Counterclockwise, so positive gamma. Then, this will be the location of your angle alpha from the angle gamma. Susundan. So, this will be your angle alpha. Yes? Now, what will be the sign for the x distance from the zero slope? X will be a negative value. If we were to use the table, no? Paggagamit tayo ng table. Masusundan. That is, paggagamit lang ng table. Sundin pa rin yung positive value ng x kung gagamit tayo ng formula. Masusundan. Masusundan to? Yes? Okay. In addition, what if point A is here? Let's just say point B na to. Point B is here. What will be the gamma? Yung gamma natin will be 0. Okay? Then, what will be the alpha? That's just the angle with respect to a right triangle. Ito yung magiging alpha na natin. Nasusundan. Nasusundan po. Malinaw ha? Eh, baliktad nga lang kasi ito na ng strip load. Paano kung yung point natin is here? Let's just say point C. Baliktarin lang natin ulit. Then, this will be your gamma. Positive, negative. Negative. Clockwise towards the line pointing the maximum slope. Then, for the alpha, from the line of the maximum slope towards the zero slope. This will be your alpha. Nasusundan? Yes? Okay. Dagdag ko, 5 problem na yun. Simula nung prelim. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unit 1 to 5. For Unit 6, so for Unit 6 naman, pagsamahin natin yung Unit 5 and Unit 4 and Unit 5. Vertical strip load and varyingly increasing vertical strip load. Okay? Uniform strip load at saka yung varying strip load on a soil mass. Now, the vertical stress due to the embankment loading. Embankment loading is pretty much the application talks about the embankment of soil on road projects, which is say yung wind barrier sa ilalim ng bridge, or yung embankment na soil, tawag na dito, cut and fill pagdating sa soil. Okay? Now, the vertical increase at point A in the soil mass will then be computed as such. Okay? Where QO is just the product of the unit weight of soil times the depth of the embankment, H, over pi times B1 plus B2, all over B2 times alpha 1 plus alpha 2 minus B1 over B2 times alpha 2. Ito yung magiging orientation natin. When point A is located at this point, at the depth of Z, this vertical line creates an angle towards the base of B1, giving us angle 2. Ito yung B1 natin. Then, from angle 2 or the line of angle 2 towards the zero slope of the varying strip load is your angle 1, but the base will be B2. Okay? Then, the height of the trapezoidal strip load, trapezoidal naman na siya, is just the additional stress load on top of the soil, which is just the unit weight of the embanked soil times the height. No? Gamma H lang po yan. But technically saying, this is just combining two types of strip load. The rectangular strip load or the uniform strip load and the varying strip load. So technically speaking, itong ating delta sigma z is just the summation of the varying delta sigma z plus the horizontal or the uniform strip load. Okay? Sinimplify lang niya into a shorter formula. So parang pinagsama mo yung formula ng varying plus yung formula ng uniform load strip load, yung mahaba, yung last. When x is greater than b over 2 and x is less than b over 2, right? We add pi, then yung isa retain. Yes? Pagsamahin lang silang dalawa. Like so. Conditions in solving for the alpha angles. With method 1, again, through the use of the formula, using vertical stress due to the embankment, always follow the diagram of the loading for A2, where A2 is always measured from the global vertical axis. So, laging global vertical axis po yan. Kagaya nung ginawa natin sa varying. Okay? From the maximum slope towards the maximum slope of the varying of the trapezoidal load. That will be your alpha 2. Then, from the line of alpha 2 towards the zero slope of the varying strip load is your alpha 1. This one will be your B1, and this distance will be your B2. Nasusundan. That is if we were to use the formula. Kita nyo naman yung difference? Of course, malito, laging vertically towards this. What if ito nga yung ating point A? What if ito nga yung ating point A? How will you get the alpha 2? How will you get the alpha 2? Now, how are we going to get the alpha 2? The angle from this point towards this point. Eh, paano to, sir? Wala naman to. Minus the strip load here. Okay? Nasusundan. We have that example as well. That, again, technically speaking, the combined strip load or the trapezoidal strip load is just a combination of the varying plus the uniform strip load or the uniformly vertical strip load. Sabi ko nga kanina, yung summation lang nung increase ng vertical stress due to varying at saka uniform. Susundan. Okay? What if you have an embankment section such as this one? Now, an earth embankment is shown in figure 3.31. We're asked to determine the stress increase at point A due to the embankment load using method 1. At point A, which is at the middle of the trapezoidal section. Technically, you can already imagine what will be your solution. Kasi, at the middle, therefore, pwede natin siyang hatiin into two equal parts, right? That the stress caused by half of this section is the same stress caused by the other half. Yes. Yes? So therefore, might as well just solve one side. Tama ba? Then, ano gagawin? Times 2. Tama ba? Technically, or that's just the stress of this plus the stress of this. But nevertheless, they're both the same. So you just multiply them by 2. Like so. Technically, this is just two trapezoidal strip load with a rectangle and a varying strip load. Yes, this is the location of point A vertically at this point. Okay? Now, no need for you to analyze both sections kasi nga parehas na load lang naman sila. So might as well just analyze or solve for the alpha 1 and alpha 2 of one side only. Nasusundan. Nasusundan ko. Kasi kung, again, parehas lang naman sila dito. Nasusundan? Yes? Okay. Now, considering one side only. This will be your B1, B2, and alpha 2 and alpha 1. Okay. Using the diagram, again, using the diagram, we can solve for B1, B2, alpha 1, and alpha 2. So for this problem, again, yung ating alpha 1 and alpha 2. This is your B1, B2, alpha 2, alpha 1, and alpha 2. The depth of point A is what? At 8 meters. Okay? We know that B1 is at the middle of the rectangular flat surface or flat section of the embankment, which is 3.5 meters. The slope of the embankment is 1:2. But the depth of the embankment is 15 meters. So if that's the case, therefore, B2 is to 15 meters equal now to 2:1. Nasusundan. Therefore, B2 is equal to what? 30 meters. Yes? Okay? Then we solve for alpha 2 and alpha 1. Alpha 2 using this right triangle. Alpha 2 is what? Alpha 2 is just inverse tangent of 3.5 over 8 meters. Ilan? 23.629 degrees, or in radian, that will be 0.412. Okay? 0.412. Then for alpha 1, pwede natin gamitin yung buong right triangle, which is just the sum of alpha 1 plus alpha 2 equal to the inverse tangent of what? 30 meters plus 3.5 is to 8 meters. Ilan yan? 76. 76.569 degrees. Then, obviously, alpha 1 is 76.569 minus alpha 2 of 23.629. Then, convert nyo na lang into radian times pi over 180. 0.924 radian. Okay? So 0.924 and 0.412. Okay na yan. Okay? Same lang din naman siya doon sa kabilang side. Same depth of embankment kasi siya. With that, next is for us to know the amount of stress load caused by the embankment on top of the soil surface, which is just your QO. Yung QO sa formula natin. QO, again, is the unit weight of soil times H. What is your QO? May binigay bang unit weight ng soil? Ayun, 19. Unit weight of soil is 19 kilonewton per cubic meter. Soil embankment. The unit weight of the soil embankment, which has a height of 3 meters, is 19 kilonewton per cubic meter. Times lang natin yan sa height, gives us the stress caused by the embankment. Height is 15, sorry. 15 meters pala. Height of the embankment, 15 meters. Ilan to? 285 watt. Anong unit? Anong unit? Kilo Pascal or kilonewton per meter squared. Knowing QO, we can now solve for the increase in vertical stress. Remember, again, this is just an equal section of a trapezoidal embankment load. Therefore, the total increase in vertical stress at point A is just 2 times the increase in vertical stress of the left-hand side of the embankment. Okay? Nasusundan? Twice lang yan. So therefore, 2 times, yung formula natin, QO over pi times B1 plus B2 over B2 times alpha 1 plus alpha 2 in radian minus B1 over B2 times alpha 2 close then bracket. Yes? Substitute. 285 kilopascal over pi times B1, 3.5, B2, 30 meters over 30. Alpha 1 was 0.924 plus alpha 2, 0.412 minus B1 of, again, ano B1? 3.5 over B2 of 30 meters times alpha 2 of 0.412. Then times 2. So the increase in vertical stress at point A, or the depth of point A, is what? Then times 2 muna, kasi equal naman sila sa kabilang side. Ha? 261.958. Anong unit? Anong unit? Anong unit? Kilo Pascal. Okay? Yan lang naman yan. Nasusundan. Nasusundan po? That is for method 1. Now, how about for method 2, determining the stress of the same point, point A, using method 2? Using method 2, to determine the stress at point A, we can divide this into 3 sections. A triangle, a varying load, a uniform load, and another varying load. That's just the summation of the 3 loads subjected towards point A. Nasusundan. Nasusundan po. Yes? Then, with that, meron kang values ulit ng gamma and ng alpha for the triangular load. But take note, this load is the same as this load. Yes? The stress caused by this varying load is the same as this one. So, times 2 lang nito, then plus this, using yung mahabang formula. Okay? Kaso nga, yeah, the same. Negative, dapat yan kasi clockwise. But then again, they are just the same, so you don't have to worry on this one, kahit ito lang. Okay? Just make sure that on your formulation, that the summation of increase in vertical stress is what? Yung 2 times the triangular, ito na lang, 2 times the varying increase in the vertical stress, plus the uniform increase on the vertical stress. Susundan. Susundan. The times 2 kasi nga parehas lang sila ng amount of load. Susundan. And at nasa gitna siya. Paano yung kanina? Nasa point B. Nandito yung point B. If point B is here, that's just the summation of varying and the trapezoid. Formula ng varying plus yung formula ng trapezoid. Nasusundan. E paano kung nandito yung point sa dulo? Gawa tayo ng imaginary triangular load. Okay? We'll do that next week.